What is going on, everyone? What is going on, everyone? Time for a little discussion, or what we call gap videos. Now, there has been a lot of talks from many people about how the raids in Lost Ark have gotten way too easy, and the nerfs are the direct cause of them. So this has got me thinking a little because one, at first, would call these people a bunch of bozos. Let's just be honest here. Like, why wouldn't you want an easy raid? Well, let's talk about it. Let's think about it, and then we talk about it. So, let's start by continuing on with the pros of raid nerfs. One super obvious one is jail. We have all experienced jail at one point. Unless you are in a static, then screw you guys, and I am available for an empty spot. Anybody that has a static, please contact me. But anyways, since I pug all of my raids, I am no stranger to the insane amount of jails that occur weekly. Every single week, I do at least one jail. Like this week, I got jailed in Behemoth. Everybody from my stream knows this. It's ridiculous. It's exhausting as well. If you really think about it, each pull could have been a raid clear. So let's say you get jailed for 18 times. That is 18 different raids that you could have potentially cleared and have been done with your raids for the week. I get so tired, especially on something like Arcana, because I literally have to take breaks on Arcana because of how much my fingers hurt from playing that stupid class. Like, the amount of buttons I have to press and people don't seem to care. And I'm like, please, I need to take a break. And I literally have to step out for like 2 minutes to just relax and like put like cold water on my hands. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, I went on a tangent there. TLDR, jails suck. And I have definitely seen a lot of less jails in my raids after the nerf, unless it's one of my 1640 characters. Then it becomes a little bit on the sus side of things. But that's besides the point. Let's talk about more pros. Another pro, oops, I just missed there. If you have no jail and the lower HP from the nerf, and on top of that we have tier 4 damage from arc passives, you spend a heck of a lot less time on Lost Ark, and you can spend that time doing a lot of other things. I would love to play other games and spend time with friends and family and so on and so forth. Why did I run out of life energy during an important point? All right, we keep going here. Even just relaxing and watching a TV show, there's more to life than just Lost Ark. Like, I know. Lost Ark is a second job, blah, 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 blah. We have no life. We just play Lost Ark. Yes, I spent a lot of hours in Lost Ark. I get it. So, that is even a more case in point that I love to do other stuff outside of Lost Ark. Like, give me a freaking break sometimes, you know? So I welcome these changes. And most importantly, the best thing of all, mental health. Having to deal with difficult bosses and jails every single week are not good for you mentally. I would know. The amount of stress and frustration and rage quitting. There are so many people that I have seen, including myself, that get so tilted from this game. It is not healthy, and I feel much more at peace with not having to worry as much anymore these days about feeling so overwhelmed with jails and all this other crap. But as always, let's talk about the cons of raid nerfs. So what these people are proclaiming are bad about nerfs. Let's time to see how these different POVs and determine if any of these cons are reasonable. So, first up, one of the biggest arguments is that it is not as much fun to play the game for mostly veteran players. This is because veteran players have the Juice Magoose. 1680 characters with full arc passives doing billions of damage. Every boss, I'm talking about every single boss in Lost Ark currently, became a joke after tier 4. Can we all agree here? To add insult to injury, Aegir, our first ever tier 4 boss that we were introduced to, is a bald-headed joke. So I get it. There is no challenge anywhere in the game currently. Every boss dies way too quickly. And so all that gold farming you do weekly, for what? You can't even test out the damage and the rotations properly because of how much the boss phases. So you are unable to see that full potential. This is very clear in something like Echidna, for example, on my Arcana. I noticed I don't have any time to throw out any proper combinations before it was the next phase, which is a huge bummer because, spoiler alert from the other video, I spent 1.2 million gold to push this character to 1680. So all that effort, all that gold you put into every single week to grind for nothing, to show of it. That sucks a lot. So, with that in mind, these are fair points for both sides, the pros and the cons. But I think I can come up with some potential solutions for the people on the con side. So, let's say enjoyment-wise, you are someone who wants to have long, drawn-out fights for the patterns, like to throw out a bunch of combos and whatnot. The answer is pretty simple. Just recruit 7 minimum item level characters. Very, very simple. That is the best way you can have your wish. Playing Echidna, for example, you take 1630s or 1640s with like chest pants level 7 and event gems. I assure you, you are going to get that long drawn out fight. And for those who want like complex raids to, stimulate their neurons, there's always hell mode. Now, they don't have like Echidna hell mode and any recent hell mode recently. And to be honest, I haven't heard anything about hell modes. So that's definitely something to look out for in Loa-On. But hell mode is indeed still the best way to challenge yourself with equalized gear and pure raid knowledge. Like, I have not tried out Hellbrell yet, but I think like that is the best content to do if you are ever bored with the easiness of Lost Ark. Now, if you don't like Hell mode, that's a different story, but you can equalize your gear too from normal raids. You just have to be extremely sneaky about it. You need to pretend that you have the normal gear when you first apply, but then once you're inside and you're safe, then you can start messing around. Like, for example, you can take off arc passive, or take off a gear piece, or change relic sets, or literally anything. But this is a fun way for you to challenge yourself. Now, okay, I don't really recommend this in pugs because if you are the one jailing, that's kind of messed up. So as I'm hearing these words coming out of my mouth, like I'm seriously regretting saying this, but yeah, like you have to be extremely careful if you are going to do this. But yeah, let's end there. I don't want to give any more strange ideas. So I think pretty much that covers everything that I wanted to say about this matter. It's always important to listen to both sides of the conversation and try to see it from another person's perspective. So I did that. And when I did, I can see why they feel this way, because in a way they are right. Lost Ark did in fact become a lot easier, but in my opinion, I really like this. With Brel being so hard, as we all should know by now, taking it easy for a few months makes me even more excited to do Brel and wait for that real challenge to come out again, because it's coming, boys and girls and others. It is coming. Brel is going to be one of the hardest raids when it comes out. So I hope we can have an amazing time with a challenge, but then again, I hope they nerf the crap out of it after like a few weeks. I think that's fair, right? You get a little bit of challenge, hee hee ha ha's for a few weeks, and then nerf. I think that's the correct call here. But anyways, that is the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Can we please try to have a civil discussion for this video? There has been so many bozo commenters recently that are just so out of touch with reality. So can we tone it down, please? All right. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.